Hi, Katrin, nice to see you.
Hi, Tina.
Let's talk about our test case, Arts Meet Technology. Can you tell me what the action consists of?
Yeah. Our test case, Arts Meets Technology, has been a cooperational project between 3 technological research institutes from Chemnitz that were working together with national and international artists. And the institutes have been Fraunhofer Institute for Electronic Nanosystems, shortly ENAS, the Fraunhofer Institute for Machine Tools and Forming Technology, shortly IWU, as well as the Saxon Textile Research Institute, shortly STFI. And the artists taking part there have been Christiane Wittig, Fabrizio Lamonja, Hanna Wiesner, and Magdalena Kohler. They are already working at the edge of art and technology. And coming from the University of Arts in Berlin or the Design Research Lab, also located in Berlin. Together, they tested new approaches towards the topic of materials and new materials. And these workshops were then later part of the Funken Akademie, where postgraduate students took part and they developed together with the mentors, namely the artists, and the institutes, an experimental approach towards the new materials the institutes are working with, and created objects for 2 exhibitions later. These exhibitions were shown at Chemnitz at Glaskasten Druckstock, where visitors could see the objects through the window. Due to COVID, it was not possible to go inside. And the other exhibition was at Ars Electronica Center in Linz, also displayed physically and virtually. So the Funken Academy was also preceded by a kickoff where the topics for the workshops were set. And the whole action was realized by Club Solitaire Association, it's an organization located in Chemnitz. And we also collaborated with our InduCCI partners from Creative Region Linz for realizing the exhibition.
Okay, and you said before that you selected postgraduate students to participate in the workshops. How did you select them?
Yeah, it has been an open call for the 3 workshops issued by Club Solitaire. This call was spread in social media and at the home universities of the artists. Club Solitaire received many applications and chose 29 participants in the end with different study backgrounds. So for Club Solitaire, it was also important the motivation to take part in the workshops. And yeah, you can see it in the very interesting and highly experimental objects that were created that they choose very well.
So thanks for the insights. Let's have a look at the test case in general. My question is, how did you contribute to the economic and social improvement of your region with the Arts Meet Technology test case?
Yeah, with this action, we try to close the gap between the unapproachability between technological research institutes located in Chemnitz and postgraduate students who otherwise would have no access to these institutes. We also showed that it's possible that creative thinking is coming into a research process. We try to show up new work fields for postgraduate artists within technological processes. And also, we try to close the lack or gap of an aesthetic education training, which is missing in the most educational systems.
Okay.
We also explored new fields of work for the artists and established new collaborations with the creative scene. So here I would like to quote one participant, Linda Schumann, who reflects after the workshops. And it's just incredibly satisfying, not only as an artist, but also as a person, to be able to say, I was allowed to look behind the scenes. I was allowed to try something out. Of course, that satisfies the inner child's urge to play immensely.
Mm.
So with this exhibition at Ars Electronica Center and the accompanying online formats, we were also able to attract the public's attention for the topic of art and technology. My question to you, Tina, would be what bridges need to be built in the future for more cooperations like these between technological institutes and artists?
First of all, there needs to be the offer of formats like these workshops. So formats in which both sides can meet each other, not just only that the artists are in their peer group and the employees of the institutes are in their peer group. So, and the thing is, of these workshops, they are not just meeting the employees of each side, but the people are meeting other people and they are exchanging about different ideas and find a way of working together. The point is that mostly in these formats, in these workshops, there will be participating the ones that are already open-minded and interested to exchange with the other side. But this is the beginning. In the end, if you pick up these interested ones, they need to be integrated into development of something new and spread the word and share the idea with others that had no idea of such kind of cooperation before. It's a long way in the end until you have reached everyone to be changing something, but maybe you will not even reach everyone and bring them to be interested in something like this, to exchange. If you have an employee that never thought of exchanging with an artist, he or she maybe will never do something like this. But if you pick up the ones that are interested and they can spread the word, maybe you can get more and more people to do the same. And it is more interesting in the end if you have something to show to the others, if they developed something together and they can bring it to the others and say, let's have a look at this. We did this in workshop XY and it was very fruitful and we need to do something like this in the future again. So this is the best way to bring them together.
Mm-hmm. And what's the feedback of both sides after the test case, the workshops participants and the staff of the institute?
Both sides were very happy about this cooperation and they learned a lot from each other and tested new methods of cooperation. And for example, there, like you said before, that there are some restrictions to go to the institutes that, for example, the Fraunhofer ENAs never gave the possibility to somebody out of the institute to have a look at the clean room. Then are so many high safety requirements that, and they are afraid of that the machines are getting dirty, so they don't let anybody go inside. And because of the necessity to organize virtual workshops together, with the artists, the employees developed the idea of go into the clean room with a camera and make a streaming and let the artists have a look at to the clean room and describe all the machines, what they are doing, and how they are working, and let them ask their questions and develop something together. So in general, not just this point, this special point of cooperation and have a look at the clean room. In general, it was the first time that creatives could organize workshops like these with the institute staff together. Before, creatives sometimes participated in cooperations with research and development institutes, but I never had the opportunity to develop something together and accompany it to the end from the beginning on.
So it was a complete new set in this test case.
Exactly.
That was tested. So, and if others would like to implement this format, what would you recommend out of your experiences from this test case?
Yeah, like you said before, that we work together with the Club Solitaire Association from Chemnitz. We would always recommend to look for a local organization or group who is already familiar with artistic intervention in the city or the region where you want to implement a test case. And this organization or association has a widespread network of artists and can implement such an action. Furthermore, we recommend staying tuned to the institutes, since they are at the very beginning, they might not be familiar with working together with artists, and also plan enough time, since working together with the institutes requires many formal agreements. So this is what we learned, that not just because of the pandemic, we needed more time, but because of talking to someone and the person needs to ask the boss and all these loops of confirmation you need to have in your mind and think about it when implementing the test case.
Okay, thank you, Tina, for this interview.
Thank you, Katrin.